All right. Multi-protagonist. The coach ordered in the wake. The man and giant survived from a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called the Red Deep into the northern waste. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Mm, nice.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðan vor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Really love the art style. You could see the people in the back walking around.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höfnina miklu! Gist ég leyfa oss að byggja!
Oh, right.
Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Panorama surrounding. What? How do I do? Oh, I just need to press. How can I zoom out? They got a pet bear. Not vibing with these controls. right, upward, downward. Up, down, left, right. B, X, Y, left, right, up, down, right, up, down. Now being select start. Yeah, it looks like it's inverted. Initiative, taking turn from left to right. Allies are blue, the enemy is red, so turn to right. Movement happens before action. The swing shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles are occupied. Where you can win. Some characters feel more tiles than others. The horned allies arrives with giants holding devoured. Would make a 4 tiles each one into a single tile, which can have a huge impact on your strategy. Use how to use a tile that puts you into control. That balance is showing real power, strength, and armor. Active gunplay. Is it the star? The real power? Enemy tiles are red and falls if the enemy is engaged. The target of the enemy slaps select the attack icon. Then press to try to do ability attack so you can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or focus on the number of each icon. Show the damage you will do to that stat. Attack counts as full shield and damage. Oh. Strength is also damage. And also your HP. Unlocks enemy strength that can be reduced by a break attack. The opening gun to take more damage in the future. Okay. The strength attack, okay, your select the first attack. This one is down. Each time you kill your non-blow, take XP. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield bang is high enough. What? How did Warhawk? Gunur He appears to be out of range of his enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their action. Willpower savings and resources wisely. In moving to both tiles, the unit can move further than usual. the cost of one willpower program. Red pulsing tiles. Your enemies. The profit will have to be away. No, your buy half of the chicken. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but Romara has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Yeah, no way can say it. Tempest. Ooh. The target should have house. Tempest allows you to slam multiple enemies at once. Dang. Broken hit. Didn't know distraction was an order and then my guaranteed thing. The character does not move on his turn. He can rest to regain one willpower. To finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost. Oh, you could set it you can use your free. Influence.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head.
Damn. Well spoken. Very smart man.
I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Only the sun must have the root. Your approach with a young man walks in. Step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall and cuts to the chase. Hey Rick. Hey Rick. Still I don't stand. I manage the governor's business. Open, isn't it? Eat. The governor tells me I'll be giving us some hand. What did you have in mind? Scalfings? That you didn't have caught in the Great Hall's capture after you took out your chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down and is hoping to join me at the marketplace with the dogs. If there's anyone left over alive, I know hoping for us. highlight the market and then bring it to the just kind of over for the map. I got whatever that is, 6, and then gold. Oh, 6 renown, 100 gold, Landsman 0, Fighter 0, Viral 32. Huh? Neanderthal are also potent its houses and northern slopes. There are Jesus. One man in particular blanches humans to approach. Bad. I'm not in the mood to do. For what? For what? Talking to an idiot. Yeah. Scaffold's chieftain laid out about an hour ago had. So when you tell me what red anus the rest them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill me this time. I don't talk to. They don't talk to me. I don't have vision for me. Hey, need some help here? You hope me to give us a hard time. Wait, just by one of these, everybody thinks I'm getting work over every week. How I'm supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Just a little food money. Yeah, sure. Might be useful. It has a sliver of silver on the table. But now look at you in surprise. Head gestures, speaking a variety of junk from his style. Psychotic effect. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman. Up there in the east wall, but that was months ago. Rust ended. Head skulks away the way that lives on gathering things from his trouble. Disappearing for a while until his place over. Until this blows over the figure. A bodyguard steps forward. Good news. Are we done? Good news. You're wearing green. Back at the Great Hall? Just while you were walking around. Wow. You look like a frog. I like the green. Glad you came. You know it's real soft to look at more stars. That man the floor seemed unreliable at first. A blind dog wouldn't trust her to use the scaffold. If they're licking their wounds, they're better than to old haunts, not new. Nobleman is a newborn. I'm second son. Your name is Rod. Listen. I know a guy who would love to put a few of those skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Can we have an approach of him, sir? What luck, sir? Come on. You already mocked up the worst of them. Just make sure the governor remembers his wounds. Double the usual type. I'll remind him. Ooh. Need help. You arrive in part of what must be a feeling. A few minutes later, Eric appears. The weather-beaten man introduced as Balgard. I'll point them out. Eric looks over his shoulder. Later, you're walking to the front door. They ran to a new house and slugging. I'll be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Balgard boots the front door opens when Article closes again without fails. To enter the hall, Eric is already at the bed. The table is upsprung. Wide-eyed, drunken staff scramble to find their own weapons, turntables, and mead stains in the process. Battle time! Ooh, seems like Ubin and a control maga. You cannot do it. What was that? That was so loud. Roasting. People looking around. Someone out there don't minding his own business. The old man. Maybe he's too drunk. Yeah. There's someone there, already there. Bro's just chilling, sitting here. The other one's stat banners. Initiative. Okay. Bonus sticks and 4 willpower, 6, 5 climbing, okay. I was hoping for more than a fight against. Can I notice that kind of powers he has? What's the guys, I think I'll go with mouse included. Can I WS? The Rose. It doesn't happen. I give real powers to allies in your shield wall, +1 armor to adjacent. Adjacent? Bone wall. Blocks damage. The strength and damage for 1 round. Boom. When hit by an adjacent enemy, counterattack for 1 ARM damage. Gunulf. Head impact. Splash damage. That's 1 strength damage. Strike adjacent to enemies in a spirit attack. The gold one is for the willpower, I think. Okay. Do they have the land? Holy moly. Bro got killed. I could just kill him. Oh shit! Why did I do that? Do we have backstab down there? No? What the hell? Oh my god, they kept bending. Oh my god. Holy dang. Defeat an enemy with a rain mask. With a rod. There they are. God's be dang. I've got to wash off this blood. You need to cover, bro. You're 1 HP. And you're something out of the house window onto the moon. A fleet of warships approach with sails of bold red and blue. One banner I know that. Vodna. Next for Viking ship. Last is fight. The other flag looks important. Yeah, but I guess. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make some real sense. No sense. You hope I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine when a royal guest around. Not me. The governor. The governor. I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies of birds and chairs still in the great hall before we come back. Can I ask for one more favor? What is it? Will you give me more money? You haven't to stall our guests down on the dock. I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valborg hustle down. Hustle from the mountains. To his credit, Eric tosses a rocky and spire of silver for the best. Given object shot and go to the ignorant rivals down at tricks. Ooh. God damn. That's a lot of ships. Maybe I could turn down the music a bit. A bit too loud. Let's go. Let's go. You're waiting around, days of supply, when I'm being nothing. Constant fighters, bye. Oop, you see people walking, tell you, to run. Seems like a big city. Stands so nothing. Wagner. A familiar vibe steps into the dance. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Lothland, abandoned in a purpose. Were abandoned in purpose. Gods, moving. You're looking ancient. Come to bring on. And if there is Wagner here, there must be Haken. Must there? Still waiting for what's in the past, stupid old yards. The club age now, a sense of shame. Jordan, Jordan Dora, Jordan Dora demands it. And I think that we're lingering to there in God's home. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from here. Just returned from Arbrahan, in fact, in Gadford. Hakon motions for other ships in the lane, sails still fluttering. Golden Wolf Head emblazoned on the King of Men, or something like this before. The King's word. The King's son, Ludin. Don't you know? Scrivener? 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 He visits his capital. He visits capital, visits homes. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, happen I see. I almost forgot it. It's a good thing you're around, Happy. Then we're going to the FIL. I have a distinct feeling adventure business is strong. And he's heading by us. We should gather. We should give it a take. In better circumstances. I drink a little wine, well, let's just be doing fun tomorrow. Thank you. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Morgul? 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 Malcolm? Have him find the place. Where is Morgul? I can't have him find the place to put up the wires. I'm heading up to the governor. A host of clients to far from his way. I recognize a few others are still listed. Guess I'll have to find Morgul. See you around in the morning. Scribe on Morgul. Morgul. The young prince of men. He wants your ship. He brushes off his chin, scanning the beach with the low eyes. Who then looks for old the world? The sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. What the hell? I mean, I've done that before. The long road back to Grassline should be more interesting than the Epsilon City. Who is this prince? Ernest suddenly settles in, and chuckled to herself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governors knew not appeared to her would find her place to sleep. On the other hand, began to join Wagner's caravan tonight, but I had not heard the Sheridan had happened. You introduced yourself to the prince, they spoke Swahili. Ooh. Are we sleeping? Are we looking? Yeah, let's 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 talk to them. Find happened in the mid house surrounded by other bar. Strand is no longer is no stranger today. Oh, tama ka. Brand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely see this many Hakon wage over. Went straight for a flagon. What's a flagon? Flagon. Wagner's the one who agreed to pass the drink. Wasn't invited to the governor's hallway anyway. Nor ready means the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. Oh, it's the it's the tax man going around from city to city. No surprise. What this time? Indeed. When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Nice. Humans. I guess if I only live as long as a Yoxfart, I might be desperate to make something for this. To make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying Hakon. 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 Hakon, so let's slip. Let's slip. Let's slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he's for cutting a sway through dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and irregularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have just another reason to get back to grow fat. Love is the sign. You got a beard? Don't have a beard, but you got a very huge mustache. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Now you give me a different kind of music that sounds good. This me ambient. Is this the right place? Place for what? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for our living. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Love opens rooms. Twisty twirl. Greetings, Prince Lucian. Yes. You're with Wagner? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner for a long time. I'll be joining back to grow fine with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't appear. You got the ring, some shawl, a good spear. He shaves, but he's been slacking up. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We cross by chain. Oh, a tax collector. A fine company. What do you want? I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. I kinda don't wanna ask him since he seems like he doesn't really care, but he might be interested. A Varl historian. Aha. Don't you worry. Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting throughout the cities. I've been on the road for a while. I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ambitious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. Yep. Formality mostly. Wagner come to our capital in Arbera And now we go to the Val's capital in Grofan to cement the Grand Alliance for the next age of man and Val. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's a damn cold afternoon. He doesn't like going around places like that. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Yep, yep, I figured it out. -1 supplies. At dawn you're awake by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. The governor pressed adorns are supplying. All there, just as promised. To your mild surprise, you wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Ooh, +20 renown. Your guards have the treasure driving down the group. Wagner is already there. Later, Luden and his men are groggy and disheveled. Makes sense. They've been partying it up. Mugger steps forward. Wagner's quartermaster. If you recall correctly, in charge of this unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asked if we're ready to deploy. We're ready. You follow Mugger and join the others. Usually, the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or lead us in. The town guards have been told to push them open. So, they matter things under their breath. You have best not to. Perhaps the government expected you to draw up the fire. But there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strandless. Well, as a don't you think? Goodbye. Fishing village. Morale decline. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Smiggle, cracking open mead cask from our gracious friend, the governor of Strain. Ours pass with Ranklus Rockus? That's the term, as lemming pass through the country. Toast to Wagner. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between Man and God. The others join in. Luden's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at the exaggeration. Eventually you sit down beside Wagner. Yeah, I'm assuming that would raise our morale. Let's chat with Wagner. Thanks for the speed. He loves. He's drunk already? Am I hearing a baby cry? Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Mugger. I thought the damn governor would never shut up. Did he ever give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess for your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Little? Hopefully the boys goes back to Abraham on his own, and I can take some out frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Haha, Don't you miss the fight, Irvin? You down your meat instead of replying. Wagner slouches and straight his head. There's no great joy in killing children. There's no great joy in killing girls. But this, pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings. It's forged to force some kind of lineage. Used to be. Warriors would follow you for what you've done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because some next in the line? These lines are getting muddy. Old they've always been muddy. Wagner. Really like the art. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to. Okay. The prince. You rise groggily. Groggily? Groggily. The campsite, a hush of the casualty of many. Mugger is already kicking warriors awake from the spot eluding, stalking direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Luden. Always a pressure. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? He just wants to be done with it. Ah, we're only 2 days out of Strands, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Please, let me see. Let me see the map as well. Also, am I playing 1? Or am I playing 2? Or... yeah, I'm playing 1. Because I'm curious about this war with the dredge, the Yumi. The west side is the vast. I guess that's where the humans live. Oh, never mind. They live in Aberan. And so they made their way through here. Boat. Then they arrived here. Someone here. Bowersgard, Bindel, Swartwald, Greywater Sea, Assar, Plains of Slaughter, looks like Kentaurus, Dalalong, Ormstioy, Fisk, Ibik, Piscabay, Ongul's Stador, Jarlstorp. Looks like a crocodile. A cute leg. They live there. Everan, Old Fort, Kolar, the Old Wood, Stromlin, Bowersgard, Ormsvalder, the Eastway Road, Lang Loon Forest, Pistol, Wolves Small. We like reading the name. Vetur Sea, the Frozen Tombs. Alright, Ron, the Wandering Road, Lid, Perlid, Stonehorn, the Long, Gruffheim. Ooh, shit, we're very far. the Varl's March. Valkayokul. Donderisberg. The location of your caravan is indicated here by Ubin's icon. The world map is covered with many locations and holds much lore. You can explore the map at any time, selecting locations with press from the cathedral, the cardinal directions. Early did my kind again, training up in Johnstones, but also out in the vast, searching for new continents of the many cities there was the Sunstone, which helped them to deduce the direction they were sailing, even with the sun shrouded behind the clouds. Aberan. From humble beginnings to an eventual seat of power to the king. Aberan is the most populated and contested city throughout the Numan land. Its towering obsidian walls have been pulled from the bits by the weaving power of the Menders. As each new generation of presidents build another ring of walls, the city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. I'm interested in this place. Growing Sea. Of all the water passages, the Growing Sea is the least well known. Seafarers may spend one day nauseous from the stench and another stuck in mud in ruddy shovels, weeks away from anyone worth going. In short, there is no practical reasons to journey here. Brackish Sea. Not much is said about the Brackish Sea, except for occasionally, at least it's not the Brackish Sea. Or as long as we don't end up in the Brackish Sea, by no means the most treacherous water, they are widely held, the least pleasant, thick as a starch, and equally fragrant. Worms here are a sizable chunk of land floating off the east coast. Many would prefer to use the word oozing. The thick, muddy water surrounding the isle were named not after sighting of great worms. So much is the abundantness of venomous water snakes that can be found here. At one time, adventurous hypes would try to farm the snake to milk him then for valuable poisons, but the trend did not last long. The Greywater Sea. At least it's not grey. The same cannot be said of the Greywater Sea, which ranged in most directions by swamp marsh is a nearly motionless stream of grey sludge. Swart pot. A stinking mire of mud and mush, and a crushing disappointment to Strong and other early men hoping to carve out a new land for themselves in the east. Even the horse-born do not linger where the earth falls unaware into the ground with every sickness there. Seems like the place of the horse-born. The land of valleys where the horse-born withdrew during the great wars and now roam in nomadic paths. The warmer lands to the south are sprawling and empty. They explain. Long ships that have sailed along its coast have found little reason to return. Damn, what a huge turtle. Stromland. Rundwall was once a vast nation. The Civil War divided mankind, and the leader named Strom set out for the intent on creating a new kingdom there. The dream died when Strom and the lands would become unified again, but the name stuck. Wow. Fallen Hills, it is well known that the swamps of Swartbog have a noxious odor. As a side effect, the Foulwind Hills manage to keep the winds blowing from Bog to the south. Luckily for those living above the hills, and unfortunately for everyone else. The Lag Loom Forest, the most sprawling forest known to men who are long near for having occasional rows of vertebrate line trees that look out of place in the middle of the wilderness, as if they have been carefully planted or even fixed. Many suppose the loom mother planted the trees herself and the rest instantly sprung up around them. But the lag loom, the dangerous place, that really harkens back to the image of the loom mother. Still, deep in the overgrown thickets, early explorers found odd patches of recruitment, miserable, stinging and clawing barbs that left a rash on Twitter. Generations later, a few eccentrics would discover the seasonal berries that grew upon the barbs would eventually sell for a high price in certain markets. Setterlund. They had such high hopes of Setterlund. The new kingdom of Man and Varl, they called it, rounding up anyone who yearned for the land of their own. Whole clans and families took the caravans and banners, the untamed frontier. Then the Nordfelling Lake disappeared. The trees withered beneath Arctic winds, and crops would not grow. I guess it's too cold. Oh, a coast. We head north, then east, past the forts to Gruff Finds far from strength. Going to be a long march. You should have drunk last night, Ludden. Why not take the ships to Skremmerstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad though, we could have shown you all the wonders of Skremmerstead. A half-sunken city, crawling with dredge and glaciers. Glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludden exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than me. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a chocolate to pop off too. He's annoying, huh? He's that much pain in the ass. I love how the shirts uses lighter increases lighter lines. Ludden's got a shorter wig than Hacken. Damn. Even. Oh shit, I could zoom in. Oh my god. Another half day to Verdfell if we're lucky. Camp. This is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the trouble HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip them in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war. and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day, you'll use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in the map button. Tapping the button outside when you're ready to get back on the road. Select the hero strength. Rest, leave, training, hero. The UI colors could have used some more highlighting. Promote ranks and learn about abilities. Oh, I could have Luden fight. We also have Mogger, Akon, Luden, Grunolf. See. 7 armor, 50 trigger power, 8 armor, 10 HP, 5 willpower. Nine, 14, 4, 2, 2, 14. Damn, who's got the highest armor? 14, 10, 4, 1, 2. To learn about the unit's ability. Oh shit. Thank goodness I don't have anything. Abilities. Ooh. Ooh. Hey. Hey. Active ability. Bring the pain. Passive ability. Oh, okay. Return damage. I'm guessing that's for shield master. The character strikes on adjacent enemy for armor break damage before hunkering down and boosting his passive ability. Return the favor to its even more break damage for one turn. By using Bring the Pain, you can create a forward charge that punishes enemies for ganging up against you. So it's a tank ability. No break attack. Make it not perform the question. Plus 3, return to favor. Damn! Renown, things and beating enemies that can be smacked, upgrade your character. Oh, there's also break damage. Mogor, don't hold the back, hold the hand. Bar creature. Long on the front line, but a fight against the dredge. He's had an occasional brush with leading a clan of his own, but eventually settled well into commanding Wagner's personal army of Florida again. He is highly respected among them. War Master Speed Master. Warhawk. Where's... Oh, we don't have Wagner. Hakon. Hakon is something of a legend in Bard culture. When we met Wagner, it was during the Second Great War, which, in which they became known for cutting spells to judge where others were struggling just to stay alive. Wagner was always a charismatic leader. There was no question about which of the two would win in a fight. Damn, he is that guy. What's his ability? Oh, I love the anime. The drag on the axe. The character hits even harder on the average rider, with no chance to miss. You can wreak havoc with an addition of +1 strength, and also add 1 great damage to the target, plus bonuses to heavy impact. Thundering impact is best used when properly positioned to impact as many enemies around the target as possible in a single strike. Heavy impact. Mm. Character hits so hard that enemies standing adjacent to his target. Now strength attack makes 1 strength damage from one shot roll. Hitting a large target like a Vard or Dredge takes up 4 tiles can potentially cause an impact across many more victims and hitting. Then hitting a single tile target such as a human. And I could hit multiple humans. Lodin is the Prince of Men, the first heir in the Last Kingdom. Though disliked by heroes and rivals in Ragnarok, his big, highborn attitude influences his intelligence, combat skills, and courage. Wow. Impale. Ooh. Bro literally pierces you and kicks you. Holy moly. Emboldened. Each kill the character would encourage allies to fight harder, granting 1 willpower to the unit and adjacent ally. Okay, that makes sense. When Ubin became the Varl King's tax collector, he was given an entourage of bodyguard and weapons for gold collected was drawn. Gunulf is the only one from the original group still alive, for a good reason. Holy moly. Gunulf is our most elite one. Let me let her check the horns of this guy. Get swirlies to the front. The upwards and back. Oh, he also has a distance further back. Here, we've seen it. Oh, even friends you could hit. I guess he's the waves clearer after you dealt enough damage to them. But you already have a lot of HP as well. Heavy impact. Oh, the same overhead that to promote him. What's an item rank? Okay. This unit has points available to spend on improving stat. Activate one of the plus buttons above. I guess we can go for this. Did more damage. Or I could go for more damage immediately. How much armor does he have? Oh shit, he's the one who got the lowest armor. But I could make him a pure damage dealer. I don't know how many I could give him. Let's just start giving him 2 for now. He's already almost maxed out. He's the tank. I'll make him go in the flank immediately. Inside of that one. Then we have tackle. Have Lenore and then finish right here. Then let's try trading. Training tent. Training tent allows you to test your party against a team of clansmen of equal power. Training fights never injure your allies or ground anyone, but they do let you test strategies in safety. The trainer will give hints about playing effectively and has something to say about each ability. Come here to test out new characters as they join. To end training, click on end training, and perhaps press escape and set exit training option. Oh, I could move them up. Okay. Have them over here. Mhm. And then here. It would take a while before this guy comes in. This guy will come in only. You could smack him. Oh, can't attack. One shots him. Rose gonna attack immediately next turn. That could smack him. Damn. Be on rage mode. Holy moly. Holy shit. That shit fucking hurt. Bro. Alright. I saw someone. No, it's it. Oh, it's just the entering. Let me out of here.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Ooh. By Harderberg. That's a lot of bar for some missing cat. What? A couple of days back, sent word to Strand about Silk Cabin. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have you cuddled down? I wouldn't know. My boys seen men of the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Calving out here, maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Not what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits. His eyes ankle fidelity without the caravan sets it. The caravan sets it first. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of farm? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You're thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple of hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up, hear that? You're studying. It's fame. Sounds like fighting in someone else. Popcorn takes off for the run. Oh shit. Are those a dredge? Pick ones to make a way for it. Oh, makes sense. Who are these guys? Are they the bridge? Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. Useful. Click on top banner, compare your stats. Okay, the enemy. Now click on the enemy to target. I literally deal 1 damage. Armor blocks attacks on strength. For each enemy armor higher than your strength, there's a 10% chance that the attack will be deflected. What is the chance to which tornado attack will attack this enemy's strength? Got deflected. Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor equally is important. Holy moly! Did he die? I think I'm holding off ready to attack groups. I'll try to wait for them to come. I'll just wait this. Could spend one. See, he's got a lot of time. Holy moly. Oh shit. Not expected. This is sketchy. Thank goodness. Oh, I remember that. I'd like to promote my tank. No! He's been injured! Trying to get yourself killed, Logan? What are you doing? He's trying to get a shot in between the plates. You've never seen a dredge before, boy? What kind of Egypt? Break their armor first. Where did it come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Falcon goes to where Wagner lies down. The future of Viking lies from the aside from spreading full of blood. Fuck. Wagner's dead. Shit. I was sharing my drinks with him and things. Even out of nowhere. He's so ready for me. Who's that? Where did that thing came from? Shh. Stay close. I think it's us. Looks like hunters. Is that? Yep. We got found. Deployment happens. Select your units, Rook and Alep, and deploy them with the blue squares. Using that, press that. Step up, mark range. Puncture, bonus, strength, damage when stationary, thread the needle. Hits all units between the archer and the target, doing bonus damage. Select a unit to see about their abilities. All allies within range. Attack the target. Oh, need an archer. The orange curves indicate the range of the unit attack. Archers look in a lead have much longer range than other units. Target attacking. Ah! Oh, fuck, could I use that? Ooh, damn! You're dead, boy. Eagle Eye. Dang. The Varl Prince is already dead. Was that a dread? Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to be right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. You hurt? No. I'll be fine. The dredge attacked your heart, and the yokes bolted. It spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through the trees when you glance that direction. All that food, that's the last we're going to get before winter. Do we, what do we do? Don't worry. We can, wings. Anything hurry, you can better turn before the Check your gate. The trees. Are you sure about this? No. We have to try. Be quick. I'll let calm the yokes while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More dredge emerged, but you managed to get the cart moving again before they came close in. The colossal figure slowly receded into the distance. Nice. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people in the caravan, the faster the supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left in the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell, as well as free items. I got 18 days of supplies. Ooh. This one we're going left, right? We're going back to Skoger. Skoger. Took us 4 days.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
Were the people just at that place? Ivor. The enormous Varl in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. All ready, ba? Hunt, master? Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge everywhere. Dredge everywhere. Dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it. They'll be here soon if they're not ready. If they're not already. You hear screamings from the outskirts. People are running toward the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Is that it? Egil, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happened. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait. I want to help. Let them fight. I will. Why not invite some goats to join us too? You're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to me. They'll have to deal with it sooner or later, either. Like that. Egil, keep your shield up. We just hold them off until everyone's inside. They'll figure out what to do next. More shots draw your attention. Some houses atop a nearby tree. Do we click it? Houses. Oh shit! These are the guy. They're literally in the background. Thought I saw something. Sure enough, dredge are gathering in number. Fear threatens to bubble up over into panic. How long do we need to keep this up? Was Ever shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign. Raid Master. Strong arm, eagle eye, hunter. Ten each. Mark prey. Present 13% enemy. Any allies in range of protect. It's a free instant. Attack on the start. And set up Mark Break can be one of the most powerful tactics in the party, but it's between literally an impossible battle. Light step. Allowing him to pass through but not stop on allies. Light step when not craft the character that's safe into position behind armored allies. For going into threat or escaping from a dangerous position. Alert. Plus a passive function. By standing still, the archer is able to line up a shot that take advantage of an enemy's missing armor, doing bonus damage. Every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength to her attack as long as she didn't move beforehand. This makes her especially deadly near the end of the fight or against tough opponents who have lost lots of armor. Just remember not to move, giving the archer time to line up their shot. Okay, I'm liking that. Check her story. Rook is a skilled hunter from a long line of woodsmen who lived in Skogal. Though none of his family have survived the long hard winters of the north since childhood, he's been close friends with the town's resident ever. His task quickly landed him the position of huntsman of Skogal, and Rook wrestles with daughter, wanting to teach his daughter Alette to become a self-sufficient woman while also keeping her safe and warm. Something he was unable to do for his wife all these years ago. Damn. The doctors. Dr. Ken, Rook's daughter Alette, only vaguely remembers her mother, who died when she was a child. Since then, Alette's been just fine with her father. And impressed by the traditional roles of other girls in town, she hopes to become a hunter like her father. In his spare time, practices archery with Audley, the wife of Scogur's chieftain, who has become a motherly figure to her. Wrong arm, battering ram. This, this cracker smashes into an enemy or ally, knocking them back up for a tired, pushes them through anyone in the way. Battering ram does armor break damage and adds 1 more break damage to targets that turn they pass through. This ability can be used on both friend and foe, making it versatile. Okay, he also has returned the favor. What's his lore? When Skogor was still young, Ivar wandered into the town center, startling the settlers with a run from Randwall, who had barely seen a valley before. He's never said why he left Borderlands to help and build a small town, but each chieftain in Skogor's family line is happy to have him. He's known York since the man was young and too fond of fast kinship. Egil, a raid master. Stone wall. Makes sense. Mm, this story, man. A young boy growing up in Skogor without parents, Egil spends a lot of time behind the battered metal shield, training to be a fighter. The few who know him will call him Gil. What's this item? A Let's bracelet. Made by a hunter's wife to keep her daughter safe from harm. One armor, one strength, one will. Okay, I think I like this placement. To take it precision up. Since they're hunters or archers. Never mind. They're already in position. Oh my god. I think I'll go for a defensive position. Oh shit, he immediately reached me. Hell yeah. Oh shit. My bad. But it had to be done. Nice. Oh, I could have killed him. Man. Hell yeah. I could have used mine. Nice. Difficult Combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to join this difficulty. If it leaves you frustrated or you find yourself needing a tougher challenge, which is not where you can change the difficulty inside, testing the effect can be strongly the choices you make. Glancing over his shoulder, we're going back 10 lads. I'm going to do one more check of the houses around you. See if you can find anyone. I'm keeping watch. You might die. As you turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of the house. Its silently beams over Alec. Its face is stony mask, more terrifying than any roar it may have produced. Time seems to snarl as it pulls, getting out at Alec. You scream at its name. She snaps her attention, confused, but does not die about it. Dude. Suddenly, Egan is between the dredge and Alec. His shield above him. The black stone mace falls. I thought Alec you didn't want to be treated as a girl and you're ready to fight anytime. You wanted to be a hunter. Damn. She needs more training. Eagle's shield crumples and so does the lightning too. A moment later, Ivar is here, his sword run through the neck of the wretch. His gun. Says Ivar, looking over the boy's shattered skull. Let Gus, her hands to her mouth, and checking the other horses. Vision map, see if you can find anyone, and then meet me at the Great Hall. Fuck! Eagle died. Shit. Fuck. If you sent him inside, gods to suspect about Gil. It was my fault. He was a good fighter for sure. No family. I thought I was plotting on its like facing ridge. I'm out of practice. Once I've known you, you've always worn your way out talking about ridge. When you way out talking about ridge, it will be a time to start talking. I can tell you the real stuff for us. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us up until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we bite out, they'll keep coming. And trampling horses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't so. But I know you fought your fair screw. Yeah, I've killed enough slug for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay down on me. Come on, let's get into it. Bah! I wanted Egil to be my tank. Man. For every 2 points of armor, target has lost. So I guess I'm getting more damage and HP. So it's HP. No, thank gods, thank the gods you made it. Chieftain. The Great Hall is utter dim. FIL as it is with dozens of terrified families. I haven't. What in the depths is going on? The rich milling around, ransacking houses. The chieftain wife finds him, pushing through the crowd. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some decisions, but tell me straight, what would your vote do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done. Look. I trust Ivor on this. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagine us fighting back, saving the town. But nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to waste logic. Where do we go? If dredge are coming down from the north, frost filler to the west, it's close when it has rolled. I intend to be free of Skogar in one push, and nobody left behind. I wouldn't, if they followed us, return. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction and go. I'll catch up on the road the frost filler. What if we sit down on the fire as we left? That is one thing I will not do. We will return here one day, whether I live to see it or not. Now Ivar and I to create the distraction. The chieftain thinks for a longer moment. I didn't ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. It wasn't part of the plan. Ivar? Nope. Then I'm coming with you. Oddly, it catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs its chin, but doesn't argue. I'm retaining she's given a let. You've no doubt she can handle it alone. Fine, I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivar. 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 We'll leave when we're here. I'll let find you before you have a chance to find her. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come with you. Don't leave. Please, I'll be good. Not this time. It's so dangerous. It's difficult, but you drag yourself to the door of the great hall. You salute that you're making the best decision for me. Not this time. You can live and be strong. If you're not right now, it's very dangerous. At least that's what I think I should do. You step into the town courtyard, where you can already see dredge in every direction. Ivar starts banging his shield and swinging at them. We kill a few, and the rest will follow. You steel yourself for a tough fight. Sky Strider. The chieftain of Skogar was considered one of the luckier men in town when he wooed the beautiful daughter of a well-known fighter. These days, most people consider him a lucky man for marrying someone who knows how to run a town. Oh, the item is gone. Ring the bells. Well, the character sequence and occupied child when the board and fires up the 3 arrows in the air. When enemy passes through the selected child with it, doing normal strength damage is stepping to attract an enemy in turn. Ooh, this sounds good. The check allies in general is most effective when forcing an opponent to second guess his action. Market ability can potentially lock down an entire team. Puncture. Okay. Same ability is 7, 9. Nice. I think so. Ready up. Oh, heat. Pick up what can do. Oh, get the position immediately. Let's see the areas first. Okay. I love the art. Looks like a blacksmith area, a forge. Yep, seems like it. Oops. Information panel. Options, initiative bar, stats bar. Let's check out 888, 1412, 810. I'm ready. Oh my god, it still reached me. Love his animations. Dropping down the axe. Let's not do that way. Go to the next. Still can hit him. God. Hits so fucking hard. Nice. Got him. Nice. Oh my god. Yes, sir. Nope, nope, nope. Shit, fuck. Nice. That was so down. Nice. You have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but You're eventually able to lose them and take roads where they have difficulty keeping up. You climb onto an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddleif is the first to spot them. There! She pointed to the road. As you rejoined them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. Alet rushes to, throwing her arms around the waist. She smiled, hugged her. Now, please don't treat the burn. This brave girl, this one. That's one of the women from Scotland. Chieftain would have died without her. She points to the back of the caravan. You find Odd beside her husband, who's laid out in the cart. Old fool, he said. Got himself a prize for trying to fight back. He told you his got wound. He's alive. Nothing for it but to get to Frost Villa. You continue in silence. And let's hand on your own. Nice. We managed to save him because we left him. My girl, doing her thing. That's my girl. You'll check account. Mr. S. What's the thing? Two, two, 3, 5. I feel like his armor is really good. I guess that's okay. To balance out his attack. Then super already push one at a time. I really need to push it. Just one boss. Maybe I didn't get. What about her though? I really like her man. Wearing arrow. Maybe I could play for it. Remember when I play like yeah. Mr. Jack is really good. He's really good at like it already has a huge ability. Puncture ability. Yeah. I'm satisfied. Satisfied with that. Smoke right now. Let's try training. Why not? Cool. So yeah. Wow. Can only place everyone along the diagonals. You got your style. I would like to be there. Stop opening. Maybe here. Mm, Put him in. Got him. You done, dude. Yeah, attack him. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. I thought you were gonna do the... More damage immediately. Ah, I forgot to use it. Nice, dude. Right? You did right. I could be ready from now on, even though just trying. Ah, damn. Don't think that could. I should. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretch out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far, you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. You've got to pull them together, says Silver. It'd be dangerous to stop until we're at least at the Godstone. I'll rally up everybody. Raise a small child in your shoulder. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it. And push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. Thank you, guys. Whoa. Look at that art. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the godstone of her Ridvaldir. What are we doing? We left our homes because suddenly they were judged. Then did what I suggested and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. What do we do? What do we do if we run into the bridges? You mean men? You mean when? I'll be honest with you. These men can't take a village by themselves. I'll spec will lose two or every slab will take down. Only if you want to lose women and children. We're going to fight. We're going to be tense. Gods be damned. Why is this happening? Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care. I can tell. That men are a plague in the world, worse than any trench, as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Liver. You you slept poorly. The sun forever stuck to an eternal white sky. For the others who rise, you find yourselves turning over long, low hills covered in pine. -4 supplies. Morale decline. The godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Ridvaldo looking the same direction as you. Inspect the stone. The weathered stone doesn't many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now. The gods are dead. Ridvaldo was the god of hunters in the wild east. Occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of rich men. A young girl from the cabin approaches you with Jesus, handing you a crude necklace carved from the branch she must have found there. Thank you for, thank you for serving my mama, he says before running back to her tomb. Back at her center, Rosalia links her arm until she's completely out. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down and it's time to move to Frost Villa. It feels like an end more than a start. Let me check the map. We need to go to Frost Villa. Man, I still remember. My boy died. Wagner. Rondwell. The first great war, men and Varl fought viciously for Rondwell's abundant farmlands and coast overflowing with fish. Only with the help of commanders would Rondwell eventually become the home of Arberan, the capital of men, in Manahar, where the Menders would gather and council. Manahar, where is Manahar? Ongulstader. Manahar. Oh, that's Manahar, the home of Menders. Manahar was built near Arberan at great expense in exchange for the Menders' support at the capital and other diplomatic duties. Manahar itself connected to the mainland by an unexpectedly stable rope bridge. Houses apprentices in training, the member council, and a vast library of writings, and unusual items the members have collected of its own. Valkazjokul. At the Great War's end, it was the Valka, the first Menders, who would push the dredge so far into the north that they were no longer a threat. Some believe the Valka committed genocide upon unfathomable law. Yeah, true. Others believe the Dredge were forced to return underground, or not even they can survive peaceful lifeless iceberg. In any case, it was the Dredge. The Dredge would spread to everything lands its name after their gantry ships. The last home of the Varl, seat of their power, founded by Arnfinnur, the second Varl king. Though the Varl have moved around a lot, the most consider Rofheim their capital. The deeds of Varl are honored here, and all warriors are worthy of fort upgraded with upward streams, where they are said to become part of Varl's march himself. That's the two speed. In the Varl's march, the cradle of Rofheim is named Shepherd of the village. But each Varl for upgrading king Varl becomes the bones of the mountains, eventually forming a new peak around range. The size of each peak was said would vary depending on the work of the Varl. It's 10 mark. Okay. Not content to stop on Stormland, a man named Sten hoped to find rich land as around them along the new coast. Instead, he found bog all the way up the coast until ice covered the trees. This is far enough, said Sten. He stopped his clothing. No. The caravan halts when a group of men appear in tune, weapon at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says Wayne. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill their supplies for them. An inherent fear of stranger raises matters from the caravan. What are you doing out here alone? We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village yesterday. When we returned, unable to bring it. If you'll be no trouble, come along, he said. The men cautiously joined your ranks and proved trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies of mice must be stocked. I mean, I needed all. I needed everyone. I need people. I need all the help. During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later. The instigator, Raffensvarzer, is tossed on the ground at the feet. Young clansmen are victim for satisfaction. Tie him up until he dries out. Until he dries out. What does that mean? Grabbing Raffensvarzer said. He forced him to look at the crowd of soldiers on the streets of the rain. The man babbles until he squeezes hard and sorry. He yells repeatedly, even after you go, folks shake their head, but leave the man alone. Then, the morale. The caravan is visibly relieved to find small villages on the way to Frostmelon, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the new terrain and disgusted among themselves. When you set up nearby, oh, they're definitely coming. Map. Where are we right now? Frostbeller. Almost better. Let's check the market. Fuel. -1 aggro. A ceremonial dagger commonly carried in a hidden place on the body, giving enemies second thoughts about getting too close. I don't know. Home of the Loom Mother. Even the godless will hesitate to strike down the Loom Mother's chosen crew. -2 aggro. A medallion worm around the neck of some vial to remind themselves that they work as warriors. +1 will. Seriously? Can you buy that? Oh shit, wrong one. I was about to check out my camp. Oh, got him in a room. Hey, nice. Oh, can you use it? And I try to give my guy this. Nice. Jesus. Like, gang up on him, guys. Oh shit. Nice. Dude. Damn. Oh shit, he's almost dead. Could have used another suit. Oh, why not? Just kidding. Oh, she can do something. Yoink. Everybody, wreck his shit up. We think I'll kill him some and HP. I mean, we can talk with him. They know that they're living with fine. We keep her without anything. You're only just outside the village when two men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Morgan. Many from the village wish to join me to cross the Vela. The third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Treasure out, Hogan, he screams. Let's go in. Tell me, these bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village into go in. True, You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skogan. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village listen. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all fur grows in their costumes. You vote on what will happen to the rest of us since we are abandoned. Nobody leaves. The reg may ask, I don't know what the scum is this time. Pogo, but you got two choices. Get back to work, and finally putting it to the ground. Morgan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that you only asked me. Morgan draws his axe, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a full comment. Hmm. This is not ending without people dying. You guys are being unreasonable. River, let's make this a fair fight. Where's Ale? Thrasher, Hogan Mugen. Oh, this is the thing. Bloody fail. On the last hit, bloody fail does damage equals to 1+1 for each ally standing adjacent to him. And damage to enemy. Bloody fail does direct damage, making it useful even when the character is near death. For this reason, it also does a great job at taking out wounded enemies who still have a lot of armor by bypassing it completely. Morgan. Morgan. Yep. Got his ass. Holy moly. Nice. Yes, sir. Oh shit. Yoink. Get his ass. Nice. Thank goodness it did that. Fuck this guy up. Nice. Too many of the villagers have joined the caravan. I mean, thinking about it now. At least I get to save half of the villagers. Because if they stayed, all of them will die to the fucking dredge. But now, at least a half a favor to join us. And would help us also have more people. The brothers thank you with wide grin. Soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. Okay, you scan around anxiously for Onlo. You had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually you find her watching from afar. Hogun returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife. You set out again. Supply, tank, morale. Alit marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distant since leaving the village. You step for a rest. Only reaches you go. Alit, I have something for you. Only has gathered up the long banner in the caravan and smells warmly as she passes it to Alit. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that happened since you left Scoville. Come find me another time and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? I guess I'll have to find out later. Oh, then that means you will fight for a moment while Alet unfurls the banner. Oddly has teaching me how to sew. He speaks really highly of you. Can we read about it? Can we read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been soon the story parents have lived in Scotland throughout the year, just as it's done on every banner in every town. I wish she were me, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about her family is short, but Alet has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this dredge living home there. Why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. I had to make a hard choice because the dredge are terrifying. Every time you have to fight them, you just want to run, but I don't want to person. Please. Are you mad at me? I'm glad you don't want to. And then your face sinks once again. I guess I would do it if I really had to. But do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know, Jared. I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. She spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of the schoolgirl is your burden now. Yeah. She's still a kid. I can see why she's had her worries and something. Morgan, Bergen, Morgan, that's the scar. I don't want to promote him again. Break damage. Hmm. I'm thinking about him. Yeah. Think I'll go with diversity. Yeah, I could go with that. Could be the shield breaker since he goes to the front lines. Done with the boat. The max is weight big and then could use this. Yeah. Or maybe I could keep the enemy. That I could walk into an enemy, use the ult with his ability to tank fire field turns. Alright. Alright. Let's see where we'll end up. I think I'm good for now. This game would, I think it's gonna be very replayable. I've been liking it so far. The story's intriguing. The decisions you do, I think matters. I hope it does. But yeah, so far so good. I'm liking it. GG's for now.